Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky. As you enter through these doors of our city, we hope that you will find the reason why we call Bowling Green home. And we're here to stay. We have no reason for us to move out, and we hope that what you see here on our little video tour of Bowling Green will make you want to come and experience the life that we experience here. Bowling Green is one of the finest cities in Kentucky. It is the fourth largest one with a population of about 55,000, but it is full of history. It is full of many people who have passed through this who were famous in times. There was Jefferson Davis, for one, who was the president of the Confederacy. He had a place here in Bowling Green at one time. Duncan Hines, and we all know who Duncan Hines was, as the great food editor who passed through many different towns, and in fact he called Bowling Green home. And we have the John Carpenter, who was the producer, and Bowling Green is mentioned in a couple of films of his. One is The Fog and Halloween. And so we know that Bowling Green has, in its past, in its history, been a very popular place. We even had places here where Dinah Shore used to visit and to sing in one of our caves called Lost River Cave and Valley. It was where alcohol was served underground, full of history again. Lots of unique and interesting attractions that many people probably have never heard of or never even seen. We have places here with rivers and lakes for the sportsmen, with hunting, with the wildlife and the deer and the turkey. And yet, being rural as we are, we're also a sophisticated little city. We have some of the best engineering here. We have some of the greatest and most famous types of industry, and name two of them is Fruit of the Loom, which was started out as Union Underwear, and it's known all over across the world. Not only that, is the home of the American sports car, the Corvette. What is it a delight to see the Corvette days when people are lined up in their Corvettes on the interstates and on the small roads in our town, where you see 30, 40, 50 Corvettes in a line of every different color, and from every state in the Union, as they drive by, as they tour our little town, as they caravan around and bring in the sights. Not only that, if you're a race car fan, we have one of the best drag race strips here called Beach Bend. We have parks for recreation, museum, antique stores. You name it, you can almost say Bowling Green has it. It has nightlife, it has day life, it has morning life. There are times when people are up so early in the morning to get up in a hot air balloon, what is one of the most gorgeous sights early in the morning, to watch the red glow of the hot air being filled into the balloon as it takes off in the morning. And it's just a wonderful sight to see the colorful balloons as they fly across our town. In our nearby airport, which we saw Lear jets come in from one of our corporations. But also, we also see the quaintness here of our small little town square. But it looks so small, but it has one of the most beautiful walk-in gardens in it that you've seen, with a full fountain in the middle of it, and different statues and trees and plants that are just gorgeous, when, especially in the fall time when the leaves are beginning to crinkle under your feet as you walk. It is a town where walking is perhaps one of the best things to do because we have so many trails. It is great for those who like to keep healthy because of our bike routes and our walking trails that we have. And for different things of sports, that anything we like to do, we have 7 different golf courses, and disc golf also, which is something that is not so common everywhere else, but yet it's here in Bowling Green. If you like professional baseball, we have our own called the Hot Rods, who has just started here last year. It is the most fun that you'll ever have, is to watch those that come together and participate in that sport. Not only that, if you like education, we have WKU, or Western Kentucky University, home of the Hilltoppers, or Big Red as we call him. And he is here to show us, the different type of education that's available. Old car shows, treasures, you name it, Bowling Green has it. And it's something that we are pretty proud of here. Proud of our history, proud of what we have to offer, that we're not just a small city, but a growing city with lots of things to show to this world. And we like to invite more people here. We would like for people to understand and to see what they're missing in life because of all the hectic heyday and stuff that you run to every day and what we see and watch other people do in the big cities. Because we do get out there. We've seen the big ones before. And we all come back and say it's so nice to be back in Bowling Green again, where it's easy life, where the cost of living is low, where it's simplified for us, and that it's only 10 minutes away wherever you go. It's not a long trip to go from one end of town to the other end of town. And yes, we still complain about traffic, but who doesn't? But that's a good sign for us, because it tells us that economically and developing that we have places just like everybody else does. We have one of the nicest malls that you can think of, with the Macy's and the Dillards and the other shops that are around there, and the stores that are unique, the arts and the craftiness of all the people here, and it's just an interesting place to be. You can be stopped in a grocery store and you begin to talk to somebody, because that's what everybody does in Bowling Green. They're very friendly and they love to talk, and it's so nice to be able to sit there and talk and chat with somebody and not be afraid to talk to your neighbor. But here in Bowling Green, you can do that. And the next thing you know, you're talking to someone who just moved here from California, or another one who just moved here from another state, from somewhere up north, or somewhere from Florida, or somebody from someplace else. And it got to the point that almost you said, is there another Bowling Green person here? They all seem to be those that are transient, or those who have been transplanted here. And that's what makes Bowling Green so unique and so different, that it is made up of such a diversified group of people. We have a strong influence of Latin Americans and Bosnian and so many diverse cultures here, Indian, and because of the culture that comes from and is attracted here by the internationalism of Western Kentucky University in itself and the education processes that it has, that people are just come here to see. And then they come to find out that Bowling Green is such a unique and different place. They want to call it home. And we have the Beach Bend Park for the amusement park and for rides. And like I said, we even have an oval car racetrack here, and demolition derbies still go on out in the country. And there's so many different things that are so unique that only can be found here in the heart of Bowling Green, Kentucky. And so we hope that